Hello guys, welcome to a new Get Rekt news video. PlayStation has revealed the prices for Project Spartacus, which is basically a revamped PlayStation Plus subscription service. And oh boy, it's looking disappointing, as I already predicted and saw in the leaks. I made a previous video about Project Spartacus, but today we have officially the official info from PlayStation themselves, so let's take a look at that. And Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is delayed. Ouch, that hurted me even more, because I'm really hyped for that game. First of all, let's take a look at PlayStation's new prices for PlayStation Plus. So they are basically keeping the original PlayStation Plus branding, shall I say, but now they have 3 tiers. You have PlayStation Plus Essentials, which is basically the same as PlayStation Plus Now. There is basically no difference. Even in price, there is no difference. PlayStation Plus Extra, which offers a catalog of 400 of the most enjoyable PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games, including blockbuster hits from our PlayStation Studios catalog and third-party partners. And then PlayStation Plus Premium, which is even more expensive, and it adds another 340 games, with PlayStation 3 games able to stream them. PlayStation 1, 2 and PlayStation Portable games will be available for download and streaming. So PlayStation 3 games, you cannot download them. That's pretty interesting. We all know the difficulty PlayStation 3 architecture was back then, and it probably has to do with that. Offers cloud streaming access for original PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable and PlayStation 4 games offered in extra and premium tiers in markets. And you get time-limited game trials, which also be offered in this tier. Okay, so let's take a look at the prices. PlayStation Plus Essential, basically that's the basic PlayStation Plus that everyone already has. Nothing is going to change for that. So when I look to the prices, these are European prices that I'm now naming. €9 monthly, €25 quarterly, and €60 yearly. That's also the same one that I have. I always pay yearly, €60. But in the United States, it's the same thing, $60, $10 monthly, and $25 quarterly. There are also prices for the United Kingdom and Japan, but I won't be naming these. So for PlayStation Plus Extra, the prices are €14 monthly, so that's a €5 increase, €40 quarterly, and €100 yearly. So for €100 a year, you will get access to most enjoyable PlayStation 4 and 5 games. By the way, we don't have any list of games that will come to this service. I am expecting basically all the PlayStation Studio games like God of War, Horizon, Bloodborne, that kind of stuff, Spider-Man. PlayStation Plus Premium, which also has retro games, will be €17 monthly, €50 quarterly, and €120 yearly. Now, there is a big but in this whole story. There are no day one game releases for new games, for new exclusives from PlayStation Studios. So God of War Ragnarok, if that is coming out in a few months, or let's say around September, then God of War Ragnarok, it won't be on this subscription. You will get access to God of War Ragnarok at a later date. So they don't have the same thing as Xbox, which is just really disappointing. No day one big exclusive releases if you have these subscriptions. Basically, PlayStation is saying, well, Jim Ryan said in a blog post, they cannot offer exclusives on day one because financially it's too difficult. And somewhere I understand where they are coming from, because these exclusives that PlayStation makes, they are really expensive to make. We are talking about budgets of $100 million. Now, Xbox is doing that. I don't know how expensive Halo and Forza are to make, but they also have probably these types of budgets. So I don't find this really a big defense for PlayStation. Well, yeah, the thing is, I don't really use the service, so I'm not really interested. But it's disappointing for the ones who were interested in this. Of course, the positive side to this is the retro games that you can play. I do wish, though, that they would just add these retro games to one tier and not just like the premium tier. So I actually wanted to compare the two, Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Now, what we have. Also, PlayStation Now will be immigrating with this service, so PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus will become one service. Let's see. Let's compare PlayStation Plus Premium, the most expensive offering, to Xbox Game Pass. Yearly, this is going to be €120. Let's compare that to Xbox, which is, if my calculations are right, €13 a month for Game Pass Ultimate, which is yearly €156. So Game Pass is a little bit more expensive, but keep in mind, you get day one exclusives. You get these exclusives day one. If a new if Starfield releases, you get Starfield day one to play. I guess some people will like this. I am not really into it, to be honest. Our next news story. Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is delayed until 2023. This is more hard hitting to me. I already had a pretty shitty day to be honest, and now I am seeing the delay as well, which is not great. Of course, everyone is going to say in the comments, better get a delayed game that's better than a rushed one. We all know the phrase by now, you don't need to say it anymore. So there is a new trailer that they released for Breath of the Wild 2. Well, it's not really a trailer, it's basically just an update video with the director on Breath of the Wild 2. I don't know what this new dude's name is. Alright, Eiji Aonuma. Oh, sorry if I'm butchering that name. So basically the game is delayed to next year, to spring 2023. So we do have a release window, which is spring, which is still a whole year away. That's going to take a really fucking long time. There are some new shots in the trailer of Link holding the Master Sword, I believe. But there isn't really anything else to that. When will we see news for Breath of the Wild 2? Because it's delayed, it doesn't mean we could get a gameplay blowout at E3 still. I do remember that with the original Breath of the Wild, we got a gameplay blowout at E3. But the game still released almost a year later. So we could still see gameplay for this year's E3. Or like the summertime when Nintendo has that live stream direct for Breath of the Wild 2. So that doesn't mean that they won't show new stuff this year. They probably will, especially if they have now a release window. Yeah, it's disappointing. Luckily, we still have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We have normally Xenoblade Chronicles 3 still there. And I hope Bayonetta 3. It does still have the 2022 release window. And I think they might release Bayonetta 3 on time for the fall after Xenoblade Chronicles 3, because Xenoblade is for September. And it could be a good chance then that we see Bayonetta then for like November. So if Bayonetta is still for this year, that makes me a little bit happier. Anyway, what do you guys have? Any thoughts of your own on this news? Are you disappointed by the delay of Breath of the Wild 2, like me? Are you interested in PlayStation's new subscription services? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. Like this video, maybe give us a subscribe, that would be really cool. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.